this last fall, I actually probably went to class 2 days out of the week on a good week. It got so bad I couldn't get out of bed. I started shaking as soon as I left my apartment because I got so anxious. And a lot of people just assumed, oh, well, she's just sick or she doesn't care, when only a couple of friends and a professor mentor on campus actually knew she's fighting to even keep herself going every day. So I had some professors who were really awesome and on board when I said, hey, here's what's going on. I told them, I'm going to be fidgeting in class. I'm going to be playing with things. It's not me trying to ignore you. It's me trying to get rid of anxious energy so I don't have to leave the classroom. And I had other professors who were not so understanding and were not so accommodating, but I got through it and here we are. Well, I have a mentor professor. I met her when I was a freshman and I injured myself. And so she took notice of me in her class because I was on crutches. And so she was constantly checking up on me. And she was also an engineer and had just a passion for students and a passion for what she was teaching. And it kind of made it contagious because you got excited about engineering because she was excited about it. And so I applied to be a TA for her and I've been working for her since. And I met up to talk to her about some stuff for work, and I hadn't slept the night before and was just really having a hard time. I ended up breaking down crying to her, telling her everything that was going on, how I didn't feel comfortable telling my parents about any of it, and that I didn't know what to do. And she hugged me, and then she took me to push to talk to a doctor to get me on some medication. And she's like, I'll pay for the appointment, I'll pay for your meds so your parents don't know what's going on. We just need to get you taken care of. And constantly checking up on me. She got a couple of my friends' phone numbers who knew what was going on just so that they could reach out to her if they were concerned and keep her in the loop about what was going on with me. So that was more than I would really expect from someone on staff, going above and beyond and just making sure that, hey, she's okay, she's got what she needs. She knew me on a more individual basis, and she'd gone through a little bit of a depression herself before, so she could kind of relate to it. And she knew me as a student and as an individual, so it was more than a student trying to get out of doing work or something. She saw me in class trying to really take on my students. I love building a relationship with the freshmen. It's my favorite. I love when they feel like they can just ask me about anything. So she knew me, that I like to get things done. I do my best. I'm always pushing. And so to see me break down in front of her, I think she realized, okay, there really is something going on. This isn't just her trying to get out of something, because it was a Saturday morning, we were going to get lunch together and whatever, and I just start crying, like something's clearly going on. So she knew me, whereas I had another professor in a class I was in, and I told him, hey, I had this going on. I was giving him doctor's notes for reasons why I was missing things, and I was like, hey, can I make this up? Can I work on this? And he ended up failing me in the course, even though I missed finals week and everything, because I was in the hospital, because he was telling people that I refused to meet with him and I was missing everything. And I was trying to provide doctor's notes, I was trying to make things up, and so it was just really hard on that end to be doing everything I could from my end, not getting a whole lot of communication. I'd asked for meetings and he would say he couldn't do those times, and he would propose times where I was supposed to be in other classes. And I wasn't gonna meet for a class if I actually felt okay enough to get out of the house. I was gonna go to my lectures. And so that was really hard on me, because I knew I was trying as hard as I could to try to make this up. I was saying, hey, I'm willing to come back on weekends. I'm willing to do the extra assignments. Like, I'm willing to put in the time and effort to get this done. I just couldn't do it on his time frame at the time with everything I was struggling with. And I ended up having to retroactively withdraw from the course, because while all my other professors were willing to give me an incomplete and allow me to make the work up, it was showing up as an F on my transcript. And so my entire GPA for a semester was a 0 because the incompletes hadn't gone through. So that was really tough on me, because I was trying to be really vulnerable and let somebody know, hey, I'm doing the best I can here. I really can't pull through this. And they're just kind of like, well, too bad, you're gonna fail anyways. But I got through it and here we are.